Good came from being a half divine.
Cautious, +1. Yes, something's gone wrong somewhere along the line, I think. Not how you want your retirement to go. You reckon they could have done better with narrator choice? I really like the narrator in this. I think the voice is really good.
I salute you, my master. Other elementals lie in wait until, with a word, you command them to action.
Okay.
Which one of them, pray, has your preference?
Let's have the ice element.
Then that is your final choice.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed. That is a...
Thy will be done.
Okay, that opens up this one to the Hall of Frost. Hopefully the others are going to open up and we can get those. I'm assuming there's going to be more master spells for sale.
It's so cold in here, it hurts.
You say you
My very words may freeze and fall to
they
the ground.
have your loyalty still, despite their utter failure. Foolish creature. Chain your fate to theirs, and you are chaining it to certain downfall.
Should we try and kill him now?
It remains to be seen. I do believe they will remember. I do believe I will serve them again despite your tricks.
Always am I the trickster, always
Deflecting
am I
arrow.
the benefactor. Yet all I do is speak the truth. They failed before, and they
Volley
will
of
fail
needles.
again.
Worth a try.
I can see it approaching in their eyes.
Worth a try. I haven't quick saved this in ages, by the way. Okay. There's going to be somewhere over here. Yeah, another ancient letter.
By the hoary beard of Boreas, can it be? You've come. You've come home. It's about time, isn't it? Your quarters have been invaded by all manner of madness.
Who are you?
Does my brilliant frost beguile you? I am ice, of course. A soldier of ice, to be explicit, and this is where I have dwelt across many eons. Here I wait for the day, if ever, I am called to serve the realm again.
What do you mean by calling this my home?
Could I be more explicit? This place is of your essence. Can't you feel it in your very bones, as I do in every crystal of frost within me? You belong here, and this place belongs to you. I cannot tell you why or how, but I know it to be true.
So you've served the realm before?
Of course. Alongside my opposite, the eternal fire, we were summoned in service of a goal greater than the timeless battle between heat and cold. Yes, together we sought victory against the void. You can thank our great army for all of this, you know. For existence itself. Those were times of great proportions. The forces of nothingness pitted against those of life, and naught but ourselves marching to the beat set by our great leaders could stop the void's encroachment.
Now, folks, what I think has happened there is that this voice actor was given a load of lines to read out, and when the game was being put together, the developers suddenly realised, crap, we missed out this bit, or we need this extra bit in here. Get her to go and do this again. And therefore you get a completely different sounding piece of text. Not that I've done that with my YouTube videos ever. No, of course not, no. Just guessing. Better to be on the safe side and give it the old reliable stabby routine. I think we can trust this. I think these ice elementals look kind of cute. I'd like you to train me in ice magic.
Your home, your rules, naturally.
Yeah, I thought that was going to lead to that.
To know?
I'll always take a freezing arrow. Oh, is there anything more? Vampiric arrow skill book. I think I have one master skill. I think I can have two master skills though, can't I? Survivor's Karma skill book. Increased luck and critical chance of you and all around you. For how long? Lucky status for 5 turns. It doesn't. Arrow spray. That's the one. Arrow spray. That is just the best skill ever. And all this stuff. Rain of arrows. That was dull. Barrage. That's a new one. Multiple arrows in a straight line. Each. Oh. Okay, we'll have that. That doesn't sound like a master skill. Absorb the elements. And shrapnel scatter. Target a corpse or a container and make it explode. The flying debris will damage characters around it. That just sounds loads of fun. Okay, we'll have that. This is the time to spend. And water spells. I need to actually just go to that. Let me get our water guy on. He'll say which ones we know, right? Yes, it does. So what have we got? Blank. A winter blast. Freeze and deal some water damage to all targets in a 60-degree cone that's 9 meters long. It's quite big. Okay, that sounds good. Slow current is boring. Mass slow. Mass healing. 100% chance to heal 114 though. Oh, for 7 turns. Oh right, actually that's good. That's every turn for 7 turns. A mass disease. I was looking for some better water skills. This is it. All right, Shadow Ranger, thanks for hanging out, and I'll probably back to, I'm not going to finish this tonight, so I'll be back tomorrow afternoon playing some more. Maybe see you then. Go and enjoy your dinner. Always take the arrows. Sounds good. Winter Blast sounds familiar. We call it February. Yeah, we call it summer here, in fact. Water of Life, you know, cleansing water. Hail attack we've got, and never used yet. Not used that yet. Ice Wall was disappointing. I think that's good. Is there any crap we can sell to go the other way? Yes. We've got to start clearing this stuff out. There's just so much rubbish. I don't know how I've ended up with all this, to be quite honest. Not that I think I need all this money anymore. Inflict frozen on contact. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of that. That'll do. Okay, we better go and see.
Off to explore your...
We are, yes. We're off to explore these new goodies first, though. So you got the mass healing. Sounds more interesting. And mass disease. I can only have 2 master skills. So what's the other one that I've got? Hail attack. 11 action points. That's highly unlikely to ever get used. Does it say? That's 7. A mass disease. What does disease do? Lowers constitution and bodybuilding by 2. It sounds less interesting. I'll keep it though. It might be good. And this, I suspect, shrapnel scatter. That's going to be. Can I just learn it? Hang on. What's the other one? That was the barrage. Okay. Oh, I've got them both. Nice. All right. We better take a proper look at this. What was barrage? It was something down here, was it? Yeah, that's it. Multiple arrows in a straight line, each dealing... It looks like a lot of damage. And I don't know whether they pierce each target or whether it just they all go into the first thing it hits. But that sounds awesome. Right, let's move this onto a lower skill bar. And that's the shrapnel one. Target a corpse or container. Okay, that's going to be probably less used. There it is. Barrage. Down there. I've got to try this out. I just remember it's there anyway. Alright, so let's save. Hang on. Who can I shoot? This should kill him, in fact. Nearly. It does 350 damage. 450 damage-ish. It's not bad. Action point for 6. Yeah, it's not bad. Can we find something like... there's no barrels or anything here. Let's try the other thing out with. Okay, so what else did we get here?
As good as a new pen.
That was the mass heal. That does look good. This is the hail attack, which I've never even cast off. Okay, I think I need to play with that. But 11 action point costs. There's the problem. It's not very often that character ever gets 11 action points. I'd have to save him up for several turns. Am I going to fall down now walking across this? No, we're okay. Alright, let's get the book. There's still 2 more schools of magic to get mastery stuff in. And I don't think I have any amazing earth spells, so that would be good. My fellow general, when you read this, I will have departed. It had to be. Sovereignty is fast becoming a curse. It was always her speciality, not mine. So all of it is yours, the glory and the power. For myself, I seek only the inner peace I cannot possibly find in cities or in palaces. I know you'll understand. To all the world, I'll be unreachable, but you know the secret ways, and your letters will find me still, should you wish them to. So goodbye. Goodbye and good luck. Okay, let's dive out then. We're slowly putting the story together. There he goes. Get him. Oh, imps.
Are we doomed to a life without...
I'd say hello, but I'd much rather say heaven, oh! Get it? Get it? Yeah, you get it.
A huge healing potion. I'll have that. We're just getting kitted up for the big fights at the end. So much crap. Do I have a big gem? An immense ruby? Sell that.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And these inert stones. Oh, they're not worth anything. Tell me about yourself.
Listen to this one. What do you call an imp that hasn't got any eyes? And
Oh, they're like Pan's dad jokes.
And here's one for you. What do you call a selfless imp?
A vint?
I don't get that one.
Hey, that leaf doesn't belong to you, eh?
Think I could fly straight
Are these...
to the void?
Do I want to talk to these?
I could fly straight to the...
No, okay. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know. We have one that looks like a Antheron. It's just that there was a quest to track down these imps.
How much of a spark it takes to zap a human to vapor.
Oh, there's more over here. Maybe I'll speak to this guy, the Dark Underlord.
What a wonderful place this is. A lovely locale to rest my weary belly. Far better than the hellish plains we imps are used to. Yes, I think we'll stick around. Oh, with your approval, of course. What's that? We have it. Marvellous.
Yep, I'll have one of them again.
That's a nice ring.
Just pay the man. Pay the man his money. Zigzax is rather apprehensive of you. Why is that?
No, that hoity-toity historian thinks he's so much better than us demon thralls just because he was never actually enthralled by demons. And yet he's no more than a lackey to the gods, isn't he? What's the difference?
I dread to ask what the story is. I know there's some people who want to track these guys down, but they were bad dudes, so let's find out. I met some members of the Watch. Yeah, we'll come to that in a minute. Alright, Eagle, thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you next time, I'm sure. And take it easy. Enjoy summer. How about you tell me your story? For I think it is an elaborate one.
Right you are. Grab a drink, sit you down, and lend me all the ears you have.
Go.
We imps, you see, are a mixed breed of demons and some other long-forgotten race, which means we aren't as evil as the devils that begot us. But I'll be damned twice over if we aren't as clever. We hail from the realm of Nemesis, where demons have ruled supreme since, well, forever, really. Their knowledge of secrets and arcane scholarship is unparalleled. As unparalleled, in fact, as our inquisitiveness. Now, curiosity may have killed the cat, poor thing, but it enslaved us imps as well. We were blinded by the promises of knowledge the demons dangled in front of our eager faces.
So you made a deal with demons. Not smart.
Yes, well, in hindsight it wasn't, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. Here's what happened. In return for our fair share of demonic knowledge, all of us imps had to sign our names in an indestructible book called the Codex, which was to be considered an oath of servitude, a contract of give and take for mutual benefit, and signed out of free will. Fools that we were, we readily agreed, and thereby signed our way into slavery. For we had to do everything the demons told us to, and they, in turn, shared very little knowledge with us indeed.
Oops, I just kicked my mouse over there by accident.
Quite so. That's because one day, a particularly clever imp amongst us devised an escape plan. If we would be able to steal the Codex and disappear with it, the demons would no longer be able to lay claim on us, for without the proof of the Codex, the contract between us would be broken. One night, as the demons lay sleeping after a most sordid orgy indeed, we stole the Codex and fled from Nemesis through a rift. Ever since then, we've been on the run, for our masters swore they'd return the Codex to Nemesis so they can claim our servitude once more. So all we do is run and hide ad nauseam. Eternal fugitives are we.
Sorry, folks, just muted the mic there. So there's some noise outside. Okay, from your story, I gather the Codex is your lifeline to freedom, so where is it?
It kind of got lost, to tell you the truth. That's what happens after generations of flight. Things get misplaced. And yet, wherever that bloody book may be, up until now, the demons still haven't found it. So, good news there. Only a matter of time until they do, though. Unless, of course, time ends first. Wouldn't that be a stroke of luck?
Probably not, no. I met some members of the Watch.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Terrible news, terrible. You must send them away. Far away from here. We'll never be safe. Never.
I don't know. I mean, he's called Dark Underlord, which is obviously a bit of an alarm warning there. Let's see what Zigzags has to say about this. I don't know whether we hand these guys over or not.
Aye, Captain.
They're going to be an annoyance, I think.
Dear Starstone Commanders, I do apologize for the state your homestead is currently in. It's like a zoo in here, or worse, an imparium. That's right. These red little blighters appeared as out of nowhere when another one of the portals became active. God 7 or 700. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's imps.
There's a discrepancy in that statement, I feel bound to point out.
I know, but really, they're zany, they're exasperating, they're unpredictable, and they have about as much use for history as a professional clairvoyant has.
Tell me a bit more about this band of Zigzags.
Band of? Why, I'm not one of them. Not one of those exiles that were slaves to demons and their own inadequacies.
You reckon Dark Underlord is just his drag name? Imps in drag, that's an image.
But talk to them if you must hear their history. I haven't the stomach for the vagaries of my own species. No, what I need is the sound of a symphony, a whiff and a swig of old tasty wine, and above all, a shelter away from imps.
I can get rid of them.
Yourselves, you lot. This is a nice sort of place, and we don't want to muck it up. Captain.
I can't quite like them though. It's maybe I'm being lulled by the cute voices and stuff. I don't know. To the Hall of Darkness.
I sense an eerie presence here.
Ooh.
Yes, like creepy crawlies down the spine. Demons.
Didn't really work on a bone pile. Maybe I need to find an actual corpse to trigger that ability. What have we got in here? We do have demons in here. Which way do we go down this?
Here.
Shit.
You do not disappoint. I knew you'd come this way. Room by room you encroach upon this territory, willfully torn from time. No, you do not disappoint. Something much more harmful still. You excruciate beyond all thinkable bearing.
I'm dying to try my new abilities on this guy.
You have our thankfulness, our eternal gratitude, the acknowledgement of the void. So why do you fight us? Why do you stand against the promise of oblivion?
Do you know what I think? I think one or both of those generals got absolutely bored out of their brains standing guard over the God Box for all of eternity, with nothing else to entertain them. No Netflix, no Deliveroo, anything like that. And they decide, screw this, let's get a bit of our old lives back. Let's go and infect these human bodies and go off partying and raving, fornicating and everything else. That's what I think happened.
Relent, Guardians, relent. You did your duty long, long ago. Do not undo what had to be done.
Right.
Duty. I wonder what he meant by that.
And I wonder why we had the thanks of those that long for the end of time.
It's our fault. We're going to get the blame for this after all this. Alright, let's go and kill this guy. This must be a fight. Not necessarily.
I didn't expect to find the likes of you here. Fallen stars, forgotten angels from on high. How long has it been? An age? An eon?
Pandora's box, 2 electric boogaloo.
But you've changed quite considerably, I see. Yes, the divine is but a glimmer in the farthest reaches of your gaze. Well, perhaps I can help you. One of your kind ought to be a bit stronger of arm, a bit quicker of wit after all. And we are all counting on you, sir.
Is this the bad guy or not? I'm assuming he is, because he's a demon. What can you offer me?
Yourself redone, of course. Your very parts and pieces reorganized into something simply better.
Oh, I see. This gives us an opportunity to change our talent points. I'd like to boost my reputation. I'd like to improve my primary attributes. Doesn't seem to be a bad thing. I'm going to go improve my primary attribute. Shall I? Or ability points? Let's go with that, ability
I'd
points.
quite like to help you, my friend. But unless you've got a mark of talent to spare, no deal can be struck.
I don't know what a mark of talent is. Boost my reputation?
Butcher giving you dirty looks. Beggars spitting at your feet.
Oh, I see.
I can certainly help you with that.
This is
But
a
you'll have to offer me
this is a
something in
demonic
return.
pact.
Everything has its price, after all.
Let's change the subject. Let's change the subject. Tell me about yourself.
My autobiography will hardly serve you. What's far more relevant is what I see in you. Quite crucial, your survival, isn't it? And you do seem such a reasonable sort to boot. There's very little pleasure greater than dealing with a reasonable sort, I find.
I'll take my leave. Can we kill him? What's he's we can't touch him with spells. It's got to be physical damage. He hasn't got a lot of hit points, he has a lot of armor. I've saved the game. I'm going to see if I can kill him out of fun. Do you know the best way to do this? Get up nice and close. I don't think, no, I can't target him. It won't work. Can't,
What do you think you are doing?
aim your weapon somewhere else. No. Okay. Oh, wait, is there no, there is an ancient diary. I thought there would be. There's been one everywhere else. My friend and ally, your departure has been received with great dismay, but I understand you, and I see in your absence an opportunity. To rule is to rule alone. Let not my power be divided, for power cannot be shared. Let that be our legacy, let that be hers. You know what? I shall marry. Yes. To whom I care not. If the Union brings lands and gold and influence to my dominions, I shall be happy. The world will never have seen a sovereign such as I, and never will again. You'll hear more from me, my friend. You'll hear more from me through the legends that will be told. This sounds like someone who's taken over the sole rulership of the kingdom, or wherever. And it sounds like there might have been some wormy, slimy demon thing that's persuaded us to leave so they can become all-powerful. Maybe? I don't know. I'm sort of trying to see where the story's going here. Back to the Homestead Hall. Follow zigzags. Quick, get him. I feel there's a few more of these to do. Are we going to... Yeah, we're going to... I think we're going to go see another elemental. I'm guessing. We'll do air next, shall we? Let's do air.
Ah, wonderful. You're both here once more. Can you guess what's happened? Surely by now you know the signs. Or perhaps you can simply guess from how utterly giddy I am. Take a look. All your work has not been for naught. This last starstone you discovered has given the weaver just what she needed to mend another portion of the tapestry.
It does sound to me like we should have done this down about level 6 to 8 or something. There's no way we could have got through to the thing that's triggered all this. But I suppose we're just catching up, I guess.
Another tantalizing tidbit of long-lost history awaits us. Another piece of your story is ours to discover. Oh, how very thrilling.
For millennia, the God Box was flanked by the two devoted guardians. But Astarte's playmate, a creature called the Trife, turned her attention to the forbidden box.
The Trife?
I may know a way to destroy what's inside, hissed the scheming creature. Together, we can set the Guardians free. Open its lid, Astarte, and we can have a look together. Astarte trusted her friend and assented. She pitied the Guardians and welcomed a chance to free them. Let me help you, she whispered into the ear of one. I know your duty, but you both deserve a chance at freedom. Haven't you suffered enough of this chore? She asked the other. Look, your companion is free already.
Very seductive.
The Guardians, unaccustomed to such attention, started. She had planted a seed of curiosity within them, rekindled a desire that had, for eons, lain dormant. Slowly, they glanced at one another, and the Trife's trap was sprung.
Oops. Wasn't my fault. It wasn't me.
We were seduced then, tricked into neglecting our duty for the briefest of moments.
Tricked, seduced, excuses for failure. It was our duty to guard the box, and we faltered.
Indeed. But perhaps it isn't too late to set right what we've wronged.
Obedience. What's next?
I salute you, my master.
Let's go with air.
And that,
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed.
thy will be done.
That one? The Hall of Wind. Oh, this is nice. I like this big open air one. This is quite good. So I should have done that.
This is positively brimming with the surge of storm and lightning.
I should have done
As
that.
good a place as any for an air elemental
Shut
to
up.
set up shop.
I should have done that all this stuff before leaving the colour. The thing is, I first encountered those demons in that Black Gate area, and because they had the aura, like the Death Knights, and I hadn't figured out how to beat the Death Knights at that point. I thought, can't do those yet, can't do this bit yet, need to go and find out how to get rid of the Death Knight aura, can come back and do this. I realise now they were separate things, but at the time, that's why I didn't go ahead and look any further into it. Anything over here? I like this bit. This is nice. It's better than the realm of fire.
Dearest guardians, how I rejoice at the sight of your growth.
It's your fault.
Both in power and in prowess. And yet I cannot help but wonder, will it ever be enough? Will you craft yourselves once more into the warriors that you were? Oh, in the end, you are like infants still. Infants that would perish with a broken wail had they not their mother's milk to suckle.
It does indeed, Will, look like Pan and myself were an item. Yes, that's that. No, wait. No, we weren't. The souls that have invaded our bodies were. An odd choice, then, to make, perhaps. I've done the Death Knight mines now, yes, Susan, I've done that. So, let's go on.
But you always were like children, weren't you? As are we all in the eyes of the gods. And yet they set an impossible task before you, then blamed you when you failed.
It was your fault.
How foolish even the divines can be. How lacking in compassion.
I do feel like a child, being kept in the dark about so many things.
I guess we'll have to find more Starstone and grow up.
There's got to be a book here. There we go. Don't let's forget that at the end.
Oh my. Hello. Forgive me, but you startled me.
I'd like to train me in air magic.
Yes. Snort that spaghetti. Oh, pardon.
What?
So, you'd like to learn to cast with the best of them, would you? Have a look.
What's she got? This is the scoundrel stuff, which we don't have. What do we have? Tornado, which we have. Teleportation, which we also have. Summon air elemental. I don't have that. That'd be useful. Jahan doesn't have a summon at the moment. Storm. Create a lightning storm that randomly picks 8 to 10 targets. It sounds like it could be fun. Mark and Panner and item confirmed. I like the emotes you got there. Air absorption. Nether swap. Make 2 characters switch places. One of the characters can be you. That also sounds good. Thunder jump is no. Make invisible. Now that sets invisible status for 5 turns. That's a level 15. We've got standard invisibility. Head vice and chain lightning, which we already have. Teleportation, which we already have. Okay, I'm going to buy the ones I don't have and see how many I can get. Nether swap sounds fun. And we'll go for make invisible. Might as well spend the cash. I'll take my leave. Thank you. Okay, come on then, Jahan. Let's see what we've got. And how many can I have of these? So this is let's leave that till last. What's this one? What's this one? Nether swap. That does sound fun. I can see definite uses for that. This is storm. That's also a master skill. What about make invisible then? Is that also a master skill? That's a master skill. A lot of master skills here. Summon air element. Can't be. For adept. What have I actually got then? Cleansing water, ice shard, mass slow, water absorption shield. Forget that. That is awful. I've used it once the entire game. Let's have summon air elemental instead. What? I've forgotten one. That's an adept, right? Cannot learn some air at 3rd level only allows you to learn up to 4 adept. Oh, I've looked at the water ones. Oops. Right, do I have... So I need one of these. So I can get rid of... I don't care. We can get rid of that. That's fine. Yes. I'll learn that one there.